Hey, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to your ultimate destination for all things Dallas Cowboys. From the latest news, game analyses, rumors, to deep dives into player performances and strategies, we've got you covered. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a play. Let's dive into everything you need to know about America's team. The rumor mill is spinning faster than ever, and this time it feels different, almost electric, like something big is about to shake the very foundation of the league. Word circulating behind the scenes suggests that Tristan Wirfs, one of the most dominant offensive linemen in the game today, has quietly given a positive signal toward the Dallas Cowboys. Now, nothing has been officially confirmed, and that's exactly what makes this story so explosive. Insiders are whispering that conversations have been happening in the shadows, away from the spotlight, with both sides exploring what could become one of the most impactful moves in recent memory. Imagine the implications of a powerhouse like Wirfs stepping into that offensive line, instantly transforming protection schemes and elevating the entire unit to another level. Fans are already speculating, analysts are reading between the lines, and the silence from both camps only adds fuel to the fire. It's the kind of situation where every small clue becomes headline material, and every pause in communication feels like a deliberate move. Could this be the beginning of a seismic shift in the balance of power, or just another off-season rumor destined to fade away? What makes this speculation even more intriguing is the timing of it all, because it doesn't seem random or accidental. The Cowboys have been quietly positioning themselves for a bold move, something that signals they're not content with staying competitive but want to dominate. Bringing in a player like Wirfs would send a loud message across the league, one that echoes ambition and urgency. Sources close to the situation hint that there has been mutual admiration between the player and the organization for quite some time, almost like a connection waiting for the right moment to come alive. And now, that moment might be unfolding right in front of us. The idea of Wirfs anchoring that line is not just exciting, it's transformative. It changes how defenses approach the Cowboys, how the offense operates, and even how future free agents view the team. There's a sense that this isn't just about filling a need, but about redefining identity. If this rumor holds any truth, it could mark the beginning of a new era, one built on strength, protection, and relentless physical dominance in the trenches. Behind closed doors, the conversations are said to be intense, strategic, and carefully calculated. This isn't a casual discussion. This is the kind of negotiation that could reshape careers and redefine legacies. Wirfs is not just any player. He is a cornerstone talent, someone who commands respect the moment he steps onto the field. For the Cowboys to even be in this conversation suggests a level of commitment that goes beyond the ordinary. There are whispers that key figures within the organization are personally invested in making this happen, pushing boundaries and exploring every possible scenario to turn speculation into reality. At the same time, there's an understanding that moves like this come with risks, financial implications, and long-term consequences that cannot be ignored. Yet, the excitement seems to outweigh the hesitation. The possibility of securing a player of Wirfs' caliber is enough to justify bold decisions. Fans are starting to sense that something is brewing, something bigger than a routine roster adjustment, something that could redefine expectations for seasons to come. On the other side of this unfolding story, there is the perspective of Wirfs himself, a player who has already established his reputation as one of the elite in his position. The idea of him considering a move like this raises questions about motivation, ambition, and future goals. Is this about chasing a new challenge, seeking a different environment, or aligning with a vision that resonates more deeply? Those close to the situation suggest that Wirfs is not making this decision lightly. Every aspect is being evaluated, from team culture to long-term competitiveness, from coaching philosophy to the potential for personal growth. The Cowboys, with their storied history and massive spotlight, offer a unique stage, one that could amplify his legacy in ways few other destinations can. But with that spotlight comes pressure, expectations, and the constant scrutiny that defines playing in such a high-profile environment. It's a decision that goes beyond football, touching on identity, ambition, and the desire to be part of something bigger than oneself. As the rumor continues to spread, the reaction from fans has been nothing short of explosive. Social media is buzzing with theories, predictions, and passionate debates about what this could mean. Some see it as the missing piece, the final step needed to elevate the Cowboys into true championship contention. Others remain cautious, aware of how quickly rumors can rise and fall in the world of professional sports. But regardless of where people stand, one thing is clear. This story has captured attention in a way few off-season narratives do. It feels alive, evolving with every passing moment, fueled by speculation and anticipation. Even those who usually dismiss rumors are finding it hard to ignore this one, because there is something about it that feels real, tangible, almost inevitable. It's the kind of storyline that keeps fans refreshing their feeds, waiting for the next update, the next hint, the next piece of the puzzle that could bring clarity to the situation. And then there's the broader impact, the ripple effect that a move like this could create across the league. If Wirfs were to join the Cowboys, it wouldn't just affect one team, it would send shockwaves through the entire competitive landscape. Rivals would have to adjust, strategies would need to be rethought, and the balance of power could shift in unexpected ways. It's a reminder of how one decision, one player, can influence the trajectory of multiple franchises. The speculation alone is enough to spark conversations among analysts, coaches, and players alike. Everyone is watching, waiting, and wondering if this is the moment when everything changes. The uncertainty adds to the drama, creating a narrative that feels larger than the game itself. And as long as there is no official confirmation, the possibilities remain endless, each one more intriguing than the last. As the story continues to unfold, new layers of intrigue begin to emerge, suggesting that this situation might be even more complex than it initially appeared. There are whispers that other teams have shown interest in Wirfs, creating a competitive dynamic that could influence his final decision. The Cowboys, however, seem to have positioned themselves as a strong contender, not just through financial means, but through a compelling vision that resonates with what Wirfs might be seeking at this stage of his career. This isn't just about numbers on a contract. It's about alignment, about finding the right fit both on and off the field. The idea that Dallas could offer that balance is what makes this rumor so compelling. It suggests a deeper connection, something that goes beyond typical negotiations and enters the realm of shared purpose and ambition. Inside the Cowboys organization, there's a sense of quiet confidence, at least according to those who claim to have insight into the situation. It's not arrogance, but rather a belief that they have built something attractive enough to draw in top-tier talent. The possibility of adding Wirfs to the roster is seen not just as an upgrade, but as a statement of intent. It's about showing the league that they are serious about competing at the highest level, that they are willing to make bold moves to achieve their goals. This mindset is what fuels the speculation because it aligns with everything we have seen from teams that are on the verge of something special. There's a feeling that this could be one of those defining moments, the kind that people look back on and say that was when everything changed. Meanwhile, the silence from Wirfs himself only adds to the mystery. No public statements, no clear indications, just a quiet presence that leaves room for interpretation. Some see this as a strategic move, a way of maintaining leverage and control over the situation. Others believe it reflects a thoughtful approach, a desire to make the right decision without being influenced by external noise. Whatever the case may be, it has only intensified the speculation. Every small gesture, every interaction, every piece of information is being analyzed and dissected. It's a reminder of how much attention a player of his caliber commands, and how every move he makes can become a topic of discussion. At the same time, there's an underlying tension that cannot be ignored. Moves like this are rarely straightforward, and there are always obstacles that need to be navigated. Financial considerations, team dynamics, and long-term planning all play a role in shaping the outcome. The Cowboys may be eager, but they also need to be strategic, ensuring that any move they make aligns with their broader goals. This balancing act is what makes the situation so fascinating, because it adds an element of uncertainty that keeps everyone guessing. Nothing is guaranteed, and that unpredictability is what keeps the story alive. Fans, of course, are fully immersed in the drama, embracing the speculation with a mix of excitement and skepticism. For some, the idea of Wirfs joining the Cowboys is almost too good to be true, a dream scenario that could elevate the team to new heights. For others, it's a reminder of how unpredictable the league can be, where even the most promising rumors can fall apart at the last moment. But regardless of where they stand, there's a shared sense of anticipation, a feeling that something significant might be on the horizon. It's the kind of energy that defines the off-season, where hope and uncertainty coexist in equal measure. And as we look ahead, the question remains, is this rumor the beginning of a new chapter or just another fleeting moment in the ever-changing landscape of the league? There are no easy answers, only possibilities waiting to unfold. What we do know is that the story of Tristan Wirfs and the Cowboys has captured the imagination of fans and analysts alike, creating a narrative that feels both exciting and unpredictable. Whether it leads to a historic move or fades into the background, it has already left its mark, reminding us of the power of speculation and the endless possibilities that define the world of professional football. And just when it seemed like the story had reached its peak, new whispers started to surface, suggesting that this situation might be entering an even more intense phase behind the curtains. There are growing murmurs that key decision-makers within the Cowboys organization are accelerating internal discussions, trying to anticipate every possible outcome before making a definitive move. This kind of urgency doesn't come out of nowhere. It usually signals that something concrete has already been put on the table. At the same time, sources close to the league hint that Tristan Wirfs has been quietly evaluating not only the team itself, but the entire ecosystem surrounding it, from coaching stability to long-term roster construction. It paints a picture of a player who understands the magnitude of such a decision and is carefully weighing every factor before taking the next step. The idea that both sides are moving with intention, yet maintaining complete silence publicly, only amplifies the sense that something big could be imminent. There is also an interesting narrative forming around how this potential move could redefine the identity of the Cowboys in a way that goes beyond immediate performance. Analysts are beginning to speculate that bringing in a player like Wirfs could shift the philosophical approach of the team, placing a stronger emphasis on physical dominance and trench warfare. It's not just about protecting the quarterback, it's about establishing a tone, a mindset that resonates throughout the entire roster. If this rumor holds any weight, it suggests that the Cowboys are thinking bigger than just the next season. They are thinking about building a foundation that can sustain success over time. That kind of vision is what attracts elite talent, and it might explain why Wirfs would even consider such a move. The alignment between player ambition and organizational direction is often the deciding factor in scenarios like this, and right now, that alignment seems to be a central theme in all the speculation. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. At the same time, there are those around the league who believe that this situation could be part of a much larger chess game, one that involves leverage, timing, and strategic positioning. The possibility that Wirfs' name is being linked to the Cowboys as part of broader negotiations cannot be dismissed. In the world of professional football, perception can be just as powerful as reality, and creating the impression of interest can influence decisions across multiple teams. This adds another layer of intrigue to the story, because it means that what we are seeing on the surface might only be a fraction of what is actually happening behind closed doors. Still, even within that complexity, the consistency of the rumors keeps this scenario alive. It's not a one-time mention, it's a recurring theme, and that repetition is what keeps fans and analysts paying attention. As the speculation continues to build, there's a growing sense that time could become a critical factor in how this unfolds. Situations like this rarely stay unresolved for long, especially when they involve high-profile players and high expectations. The longer the silence persists, the more pressure builds, not just from fans, but from within the organizations themselves. Decisions need to be made, directions need to be defined, and opportunities can quickly slip away if hesitation takes over. This creates an environment where every moment feels significant, where even the smallest development can shift the narrative in a completely new direction. It's this sense of urgency that gives the story its intensity, making it feel like something that could reach a turning point at any moment. And as everything continues to evolve, one thing becomes increasingly clear. This is more than just a rumor. It's a storyline that has taken on a life of its own. Whether it ultimately leads to Tristan Wirfs wearing a Cowboys uniform or not, the impact of this speculation is already being felt. It has sparked conversations, ignited imaginations, and created a level of anticipation that few off-season stories can match. The uncertainty remains, the answers are still out of reach, but the intrigue is undeniable. And in a league where narratives can shape reality, sometimes the rumor itself becomes just as powerful as the truth that eventually follows. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.